Usamos estampillas también.
Close enough.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Violent people.
Radio.
Hey there, folks. Welcome to Violent People Radio, episode 61. I am Sam. With me, per usual, Dan Rice. Dan, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Did we get sued yet?
Not yet. I'm assuming you
Perfect.
read The Boy Who Was Maybe Magic or The Sinner and the Saint? No, The Savior and the Saint.
Oh, I did not read it. I just,
Oh.
I felt like it was an auditory experience.
So I'm breaking laws by sending this to you for you not to read it. You just send it straight on to your
Alright.
lawyer. Okay.
If I don't receive it, does that count as you haven't even sent it? Think about it that way. Anyway, also, Chris. Chris, how you
What's
doing?
up? Chilling.
Chilling. And last but not least, Pat. How you doing, Pat?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am doing swell. Thank you for asking.
I wasn't
All right.
listening. What was the answer?
What? Pretty good.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What was it?
What's the question?
Are you okay?
So what's going on? You sent us a thing yesterday at 1:30 a.m. So I guess maybe that's today. And you said, "Hey, we got something we need to talk about next episode."
Yeah.
So
JCW Lunacy opened up with Violent J firing Madman Pondo and Mickey Knuckles, two Hall of Famers of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Because according to Violent J, they did not seek permission nor secure adequate preparation for ritualistically sacrificing John Wayne Murdoch on a burning altar.
I gotta jump right in. Wrestling, I don't want to break any news here. Not a shoot. So, like, you would think that John Wayne Murdoch knew about it as well, right? He just, because he got hurt, he doesn't get in trouble?
So, yeah, and he named Too Tough Tony as, he also said Too Tough Tony was like, part of it, but not culpable, like Pondo and Mickey apparently were.
And as punishment, we will give him Pondo's spot in the main event.
Well, yeah, because they needed someone who can work a death match. Like, it's a barbed wire death match with Matt Tremont. So they're like, so we can't send Congo Kong into that. They need Too Tough Tony, Mr. Face of JCW. But so the problem with it was that instead of using lighter fluid on the table, they poured an entire bottle of, I don't know what fucking Too Tough Tony brings down to the ring to drink with. I think it's tequila. So Mickey poured an entire bottle of tequila on the table, then lit it. And usually when you do the flaming table spot, you're supposed to wait a second so that it mostly burns itself out, so that the displacement of the air on the impact will help to put the fire out. Kind of the rush of air of a body moving towards this flame. They did not wait. They just doused it was like that fucking Simpsons thing where Homer's spraying the lighter fluid on the grill. And he just empties, a bottle and then pauses and then empties a second bottle. It was like that. I mean, you guys have all seen the clip, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I watched it just as you were talking.
Yeah.
Well, it's good because
John...
the guys are trying to put him out, but they're not really. So instead of just they're just kind of getting in his way so he can't roll.
Yeah. And, the ring remains on fire for the rest of the broadcast. Like even the commentators are like, "Where's a fire extinguisher?" On the other hand, part of me, like Violent J doing a wrestling promo to announce the firing of these two people makes me go like, okay, are they trying to like fucking work us? And Madman Pondo and Mickey Knuckles will run in to save the day during the main event of the 2-day war or whatever it is. But on the other hand, they did like almost kill John Wayne Murdoch, which
A spot he agreed to.
Some
some form or fashion.
Some say it might be karma for when John Wayne Murdoch crippled that guy doing the Canadian Destroyer off the balcony onto
A lot of
the
people are saying that.
That's who can say?
What goes around comes around.
I don't want to read every match off, but can I read the business end of night 2 of the 2-day war? The last 4 matches here.
Absolutely can.
Nick Nemeth versus Atticus Cougar. Oh my god, it's starting off great.
Cougar.
Caleb Conley versus the Great Sasuke. Effie versus Willie Mack. And Matt Tremont versus Too Tough Tony in an exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah.
I'm actually really into all of that.
There are people who are like, oh, I'm going to watch like the G1 finals, but not JCW. And so like, what the fuck are you doing? Who gives a shit about Evil when we have this?
You bring in, you fly over Sasuke and you're like, who am I going to put him against? What's Caleb Conley doing?
What's Suicide up to these days?
Oh, oh my god. That's the match to make. I can't believe they did Conley.
Can you imagine?
What if they fake it out at the event though? Like
Great
it's
Sasuke
booked. It's like,
versus...
hey, Conley couldn't make it. We booked a replacement.
And then people get excited. They think it's going to be Mickey or what's his face, but instead it's like, no, it's Suicide.
Don't put some fucking respect on Madman Pondo's name. Don't go.
Pondo's name. It escaped my brain. Well, I'm looking at Mickey's Facebook page. I'm always trying to get at the Facebook thing. The last thing she posted 5 hours ago is just walk away. Let them believe whatever delusional bullshit they want to believe.
Shit.
So there you go. That's a little scoop. And I'll let you know, this is why when you get on Facebook, there's only one comment. The comment's from Bull Payne. Bull Payne's all over Facebook.
What's Bull Payne doing these days?
By acknowledging them, you're giving them notoriety and attention that they want. The best way to shut them up is to ignore them like they don't exist. People won't listen to them anymore, which is when there is no reaction from the accused. He knows a lot about accusations.
I just read Mickey Knuckles' book and Bull Payne came up in it. And I think it was that he was like dating Mickey Knuckles' stepmom or something. Like it was some weird like family adjacent relationship. So I'm happy that they're still in touch. By the way, Mickey Knuckles' book, good read.
Is there going to be a review coming to the site?
There might be. I might have to, I'm up to my knees in death panel work, getting out, 600 words every month. So I might have to move some things around.
I know you people in the Discord are watching death matches on a week-to-week basis. You're telling me you can't spare 150 fucking characters to talk about a damn match?
My biggest problem I've been having so far is that I'm always 1 month. I'm like 1 month behind Pat on these death matches. Like I looked and I was like, okay, what July death matches have I watched? And the answer was none, not a single one.
Just start watching August now.
No.
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything, but I have already watched an August one, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay. Cool.
There's always room on the panel, Dan Rice.
All right, Dan. Time to fucking spoil it. What have you been watching this week?
Okay. Now then, this is kind of a death panel, Dan's Facebook corner, all meeting together. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the deathmatch Facebook groups, but a certain friend of the podcast, almost One Man Crew. Do you guys remember One Man Crew?
I don't know. You could call him kind of a friend of the podcast.
I can call him whatever I want.
I think
whether or not it's accurate, it's something totally different. So,
More of an
a friend of the
ally.
show, an ally of the show, a guy we agree with on everything. One Man Crew, a guy who's beaten Dan Severin twice. He's been running a Facebook angle where he is posting in the deathmatch Facebook groups a lot, like daily, talking about how terrible death matches are and how it's not real wrestling, yada yada yada. And this was leading up to a match for Seven versus Masada. And as far as I can tell, this is like a one-match show because it's like the YouTube link is like an hour and some change, but most of that's like a band playing. And then that leads to the big match. The match that afterwards, One Man Crew posts on Facebook, if anyone ever says pro wrestling is fake, show them this match. This is one of the most smash-mouth, hard-hitting fights I've ever been in. And it is the top 3 most hardcore matches of my career. Fast forward to the 1 hour mark. He doesn't want you to watch the band, I guess. But this was extraordinary. Because One Man Crew does not, like, he really does seem to hate death matches. He wants nothing to do with it. He wants nothing to do with the extreme. He doesn't want to get hit hard. He spends a lot of the match almost really running away. He spends a lot of the match laying on the concrete floor, which he's now come back to the deathmatch forums to say it's called selling your marks. Well, he's really good at selling, but he looks really tired. And Cage Match is saying it's 18 minutes. I'm going to tell you it's worth it. Put it on 2 times speed.
I don't know about that. I don't
Put it
know
on
about that.
It makes it a quick. It makes it a quick 9, and it's just so funny.
9.
And I don't like. I watch a lot of bad wrestling. Like, I'm going to talk about some more bad wrestling. I don't know that One Man Crew does a single thing that is worth praise in this match. It's
I thought you were about to say
extraordinary.
he doesn't do a single thing in the match. I was like, that's
for the
amazing.
most part, it's just like it seems like he wants to be like this, like I'm like a smash mouth, I'm gonna punch you in the face guy, but his strikes are hilarious. And it's just so funny because like I haven't really been following it, but I know he's just been posting so much. It's like this is clearly like a big deal. He's also the kind of guy he likes to post. I guess he makes music, and he gets royalty checks, so he's always posting like the envelope that he got a royalty check, not like the actual check. We don't know how much they're for, but just he's letting you know he got a check in the mail. And I think that's cool. Now I thought I was watching another death match because I was watching the second U-Brawl match. Do you guys remember me discussing from RSP's Beyond Show, Dijak versus Cruel in a U-Brawl match?
I do.
Basically, the way you win is you put your opponent in the U-Haul and you close it. The first one featuring Dijak, really great. This one was featuring Drew Gulak versus Cruel. So I'm pumped. But I see they did a little tricky thing. The first one was a U-Brawl death match. This was a U-Brawl match.
Oof.
So no death. No
death.
no light tubes, no blood. Now, having said that, I think in a world where I didn't see the first one and I wasn't expecting a certain something, this still kind of ruled. Drew Gulak's awesome. Best Cruel match since that Dijak match I've watched. He starts the match off by jumping, through the ropes and attacking Cruel, and just stays on Cruel. Like he jumps off the top rope again repeatedly to get to him. The best spot is they finally go outside by the U-Haul, and Gulak gets Cruel down, and he jumps in the front seat of the U-Haul, and he tries to run him over, but he can't start the car or the U-Haul. And this one's legitimately fun. People should watch it. It's just I was expecting some glass or light tubes or blood or skewers or something, and I didn't get that. And I was disappointed by that. But the rest of it was great. And that is it is on a show with Mad Dog Conley, but it's like just watch Cruel. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Just watch Cruel and Gulak.
Mad Dog falling off. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying he's definitely no Gulak, probably no Cruel.
Damn. Got him.
And then I think the only other wrestling I watched.
Can we get the editor to clip that?
The editor?
We're gonna need to put that.
The editor loves editing.
They do it every week, every episode.
That'll be our
literally the only other wrestling I watched was MLW Blood and Thunder 2025. Did anyone else watch this show?
I watched 2.5 matches. Let's say actually 2 matches. So 1 and 2 halves.
Chris?
So, You know that Austin Walker tweet that's like, you ever see a take so bad that you have to like immediately go to sleep?
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You ever
Yeah.
see wrestling so bad that you immediately go to sleep?
I don't think you tried to watch this show. I'm pushing back on all of you guys.
No,
I tried, Dan.
I tried. I fell asleep. I had been awake for only 2 hours, so it wasn't like I was tired. I got a good night's sleep last night. I turned it on today. I was like, I'm going to talk about MLW. I watched the Scramble match, and after that, I fell asleep for the next 2 hours.
So should I just talk about the show since you guys?
I'll chime in. But yeah,
Okay. It starts out with what I think is a hell of a scramble match.
it's actually good. This
Yeah,
is like
it's actually good. So when Chris is like, "Oh, I fell asleep," like watching the first match, it's fucking 5 minutes, and it's
top
way better
5
than all
MLW
these.
match of the year.
It's okay.
I
I
can't
want
try
to be
to
mad,
defend
but
that.
like I don't have time right now.
do you think you got four matches? You're like
Listen.
comfortably say,
I have one match from this show I like better than it. Maybe two.
oh, I better not be the one I'm thinking of. But
But this was better than any 6-way scramble I've watched on an indie in years. I'll say that. Because instead of filling it with a bunch of flippy guys who suck, they put Cruel, Justice, Mr. Thomas, Okamura, and the fucking
Matt
jobber
Justice
Ariel
is the
Dominguez.
guy who Matt Justice never does flips. He certainly never
Okay.
flips off of a high thing onto
That's
another.
that's not the style of guy I picture.
that's just,
I
and also that's just jumping. That's just
Yeah.
jumping. That's like gravity do most of the work.
Well, he adds a little flair to it. He does a somersault.
I spent a lot of times on a lot of AIW shows watching these 6-way scrambles that are full of of guys from Ethan Page's car who only wrestle for Alpha One. And then poor fucking Colin Delaney, and then 2 other mystery people, probably Heidi Lovelace if she was still around. And they suck. And instead, this is just a bunch of big guys having a fun match. C.W. Anderson throwing great punches. Okamura there. Ariel Dominguez getting thrown around like he should. This was a very fun match, and I cannot imagine falling asleep during it.
I didn't fall asleep during this match.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
felt
gotta be the
fine.
next one because the next match is dire. But
Okay,
Nakamura,
I'm not-
No, Dyer's in the
Also-
third match.
fuck.
Akamura is also the nicest thing anyone has said about Akamura in like 15 years.
No, I think the sequence he has with CW is really cute. You know, it's just like, oh, look at these 2 old guys. Spot of the match is Justice spearing Cruel and Thomas.
Yes,
while
while
they
they're
both
holding.
have
Yes.
Ariel in a press slam.
It does
It's
not look fun for
bananas.
Ariel.
No, he just falls in the most not nice looking way possible into bodies. No soft landing.
It's like
no
that
flat
sounded
surface.
like that's like one of those spots where like you like kind of map it out with your action figures and you go, yeah, that seems fine. Forgetting that like Ariel's a real human. Now I believe I told Sam that he might like, if he's ever watching the CMLL versus MLW show start to finish, he might like Paul London versus Neon.
This fucking shit sucks.
Now this is
What are
different.
you
This is-
fucking talking about?
This is different. First off, this is not the same match.
Okay. This is better? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, this is so much worse. This is their second Lightning match. And a Lightning match was a new MLW match, guys. Let me explain the rules. It's a match with a 10-minute time limit. And in this match, speaking of one-man crew being really tired, Paul London's having a tough time for 10 minutes, huh?
He's having a tough time first 2
Yeah,
minutes. He's just
Yeah, he wanted in that
Fuck,
scramble.
doing-
He wanted to be in a 5-minute scramble.
the best worker in this match, Paul Walter Hauser. Clearly.
Do you think we're gonna watch a Paul versus Paul match at some point?
Obviously.
Because Paul turns
Battle of the
on
Pauls.
Neon. Paul turns on Neon. I don't really turns on Neon because he's not partners, but he stomps on Neon. And then Paul Walter Hauser is kind of like, hey man, hey, don't do that. like very lightly, and then helps Neon to his feet after Paul London leaves.
The best part of that
I feel like we need to have, Paul London comes out to the ring doing the Thunderball thing, and then Paul Walter Hauser comes out singing another Bond song.
I love how Paul PWH for short jumps off commentary because he's too worked up about his friend being in a bad spot. He's like, I gotta be there for him. Doesn't do anything other than moral support. What a performance.
Yeah, because the finish is like Neon hits was it 450? What does he do on the Paul? And Paul runs out of the rolls out of the ring.
450 or something.
Yeah, he rolls out of the ring, and then Paul Walter Hauser's like, I'm gonna stand next to him. Then he gets rolled into the ring, but there's not enough time. And yeah, this was really bad. So if this is what you fell asleep in, Chris, I actually withdraw my complaint. I thought you were besmirching the first match. Okay.
It was. So I started yawning like right before this match when they were hyping up a match that was to happen later on the show.
Now, which match is that?
Kojima versus Bobby Fish.
Okay, all right.
Just the thought of Bobby Fish started making me tired.
So you were tired before the match started, and so was Paul London.
Yep. I was like, I don't want to be like Paul. I'm just gonna fall asleep because I can. I'm not in a wrestling match.
I guess I could look this up. I genuinely wondered watching it. Like, this had to have been like a double taping, right? This had to be like Paul's second match of the night.
Yeah, aren't all MLW shows double tapings?
Yeah, I just didn't know if he for sure had another match that night, but like it feels like he must have because he's rough here. Okay, so Sam, did you watch the third match then at all? Bishop Dyer versus Anthony Green.
I got about 20 seconds in and said,
what
am I doing?
No, this is good shit. This is good shit. And I'm going to say this. I think what they should do, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We got to build to a Bishop Dyer versus Donovan Dijak match. Tag champs going. When Dijak gets the world title, the tag champs turn on each other. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting Court to do right now. I liked it. I thought Bishop Dyer looked good, and I think Anthony Green's always fine.
No, I think Anthony
Green's always fine.
I think Green does.
I think
suck.
He is the lower end of fine. I don't think so. I think I never offended
fucking
when I watched
AIW is seeped into your brain.
Oh my god!
Did you like?
This guy had two AIW matches.
Your head?
Where are our standards, Stan? Where are our standards?
I'm not searching out Anthony Green, but I thought he made Bishop Dyer look good. And Bishop Dyer is probably gonna. I want to strap up Bishop Dyer. Is what I'm saying.
Is Anthony Green's Dyer still the retro guy? He's still
vaguely
retro viral and. Well, I was gonna say retro viral, but retrosexual works. Yeah.
That was his gimmick. He was the retrosexual.
Wait, really? That's awesome.
Pat's like, I might like him now.
And he's like, now I'm
on board. Now that he's problematic.
Local guy got done good.
Oh my god, Anthony Green's only 31. It feels like he's been fucking around forever.
He doesn't look that much better than Paul London.
10 years ago, I saw him on like an indie show that had like 30 people in there. I forget who he faced. Some, local guy from Massachusetts. And he looked like he was 15 years old. He was probably, 19 at the time. But he was just like, it was like, what do you do? You probably have school tomorrow. Why are you getting a concussion? Anyway, I'm glad that he's gone on to become Dan's favorite wrestler.
Me too.
No, Bishop Dyer makes me want to say that right now everyone talks about cage match Google results being terrible. If you Google MLW cage match, all you get is stuff from the original Maple Leaf Wrestling. Like I'm scrolling down, you have to go so far down to get some random MLW Fusion episode. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's not everyone's cup of tea. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fun. I'm not gonna let these guys talk me down. This is a fun match. Probably not better than the opener, but close. Okay. Kojima versus Bobby Fish. I mean, obviously awful. I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean, guys? I have eyes. Both these men are 1,000 years old. Kojima's never cared in MLW, so it's gonna be awful. Shotzi versus
Oh no, his
Ava
match with
Everett.
Manders was good. Don't
I can't imagine.
besmirch him like this.
But yeah, Shotzi versus Ava. I didn't watch that. But Mystico versus I think between these. Now, some people might have went to the show thinking, "Oh, I'm pretty excited. I get to see Matt Riddle versus Donovan Dijak." I don't know who, but people are buying tickets to these shows, so you're probably pretty excited about the main event. Well, instead of doing the main event, they just shot an angle where
I think it's very funny.
it's very funny not to have the match at all. Like, Dijak comes out with MSL, and then Cruel comes out with like Matt Riddle's lifeless body because Cruel has their Money in the Bank, gimmick, and he's gonna cash in, but instead Dijak stops him, and then him and Dijak just like hit each other a lot. And yeah, that's what you get. You do not get the
Sorry, I don't think I
advertised main
actually.
event.
I was skipping through it at this point. Where I really do skip through until I get to the main event. So I kind of just hop in and out, and I was like, I know the match doesn't happen because I looked at Cage Match, so I was already spoiled. I was like, okay, they're hyping the main event up that is not happening. What was the reason it does not happen? What's the angle reason?
Cruel murders Matt Riddle.
Okay, so is Matt Riddle not the champion anymore?
No, he is, but Cruel just killed him, and like was gonna cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on him, but then Dijak didn't like that, so Dijak and Cruel just fought around while Matt Riddle laid on the ground.
Okay, I don't think I actually was skipping through. Saw Matt Riddle enter the screen, so that's why I was like,
so briefly shown like choked unconscious, and that's it. Like he's probably on screen for legitimately less than 20 seconds, maybe less than 10. What's really cool though is I guess they're just running Riddle versus Dijak again at Fightland. Like that's the main event. They're not putting any stipulation on it. They're not adding Cruel. And at one point they might have changed it. At one point they were calling it Riddle Dijak 3, which is crazy because I would count this as Riddle Dijak 2.
I love that. That's perfect.
Because like they can only be counting the MLW matches, but those guys have wrestled a bunch. So it's like, what is the second one? Like when they were in the same arena. So yeah, that match didn't happen. We all have to wait for Fightland. We'll survive. But Mystico versus Akira Kwan, really good. Mystico, really good wrestler. Probably best match on the show. And it seems like why not just make this the main event? I don't know. I guess they did, but like why not just advertise this as the main event? I can't imagine it really affects ticket sales all that much. I didn't even mention that obviously Dyer, Green, Kojima, Fish, and this match are all Opera Cup first round matches. So I believe we're getting
Attorneys.
Dyer versus Kojima in the second round.
Fantastic.
There's also some stuff with Danny McBride and Stevie from Eastbound and Down throughout. They're gonna do like a MLW Don Gato Lucha show based on Danny McBride's Tequila.
Yeah, in
So
Charleston,
that's a big,
South Carolina.
yeah.
That is
the wrestling watch.
Hauser
watch.
effect.
Paul
Did you not
Hauser
make
making
it through
moves.
the-
What?
You can't talk about Shotzi versus Ava Everett.
I did not watch that.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude watched the retrosexual Anthony Green, followed by Bobby Fish. And he was just like, 2 women in the ring? I can't watch this dog
That's-
shit.
Okay.
That's beyond what
All
I'm
right.
looking to.
All right.
I really want you to know, not a good look, Dan. Not a good look. I think next time you gotta just at least
Just
lie
pretend
and
I
say you
watched. Could I
it.
just pretend
Yeah,
I like?
just
Yeah, I should be like,
pretend you
oh,
watched
this is actually surprisingly good. My best Shotzi match I've seen in a while.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't you can't like do that right after you praised a Baron Corbin match against Anthony Green in 2025.
I'm not. I didn't see the match for real. Maybe
Yeah.
it's great. I have seen Shotzi wrestle. I can't think of a match I've ever enjoyed. I've liked multiple Bishop Dyer matches. Don't make me name
The
them.
thing-
Just know they exist.
Name them.
The thing-
Post a list.
You know, the thing I always say about Shotzi is that she's no Anthony Green.
That's what everyone's saying. Dan, you actually didn't talk about it that much. Is my assumption is that you think Mystico versus Quan is
Best
better
match.
than the opener?
I think so. Yeah, Mystico is
Fucking
amazing.
insane.
Everyone should.
That
I think
match
Mystico.
sucks.
Everyone should. Did you watch it?
Mystico, yes,
You're
did.
crazy.
Mystico has got the opposite of working boots on,
And it's still great because he's. Oh my god.
He's the dive he does sickens me to such a degree that I gagged in my mouth. It's just the weakest shit I've ever seen, and I'm like,
I think people.
You're
I
supposed
think
to be
you guys.
better than
I
this.
think you guys are anti MLW, and I'm going to tell Court about all this.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm letting them know.
And that's the wrestling you watched, though. That's what you decided to do with your week.
Yeah, that's what I did. You know, well, I'm busy reading screenplays and filming TikToks, so like I'm a pretty busy guy.
Saw the TikTok. It's pretty good.
I thought so. I liked it.
All right, Pat, what you been watching?
Most of what I've been watching recently was up in the new Death Panel column. I'm trying to get ahead on stuff for the August one so that I don't post the next one 2 weeks into September. But you know what I did today while I was working was I caught up on Rule Breakers with Soraya.
Oh, there we go.
So we got the last 3 episodes were Priscilla Kelly, formerly Gigi Dolan, B. Priestley, formerly whatever her WWE name was, and friend of the podcast, Jake Hager. And they all had various things to say about the haters who criticize wrestling matches online. They want people to know that the trolls could not actually get into the ring with them.
Well, especially like an MMA specialist like Jake Hager.
I mean, I feel like Jake Hager would legitimately kill all of us and like not think twice about it.
I've seen some fights that make me think that one of you three might be able to take him.
Okay, so Sam, how would you beat Jake Hager in a fight? I want to hear the strategy.
Sorry, I did say you three for a reason. I do think he wipes the floor with me. I am 5'3".
I do think the three of us together could take him.
We'd all be on each other's shoulders under a big coat.
I do need everyone. TJ Jones. Where for a brief moment it does feel like he might lose. Against a person that looks
He's very proud of his Bellator stuff. He's very proud of going 4-0 there.
There are cans, and then there are what was served up to that man.
Okay, but can we all agree that Mike Bailey would wipe the floor with that fucking punk Bobby Lashley?
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken Taekwondo.
So tell me about this trucking company. I was hearing big things about Jake's.
So it's called Hall'n Oates. HAULI.
That's fucking
good. That's good.
Holy shit, he's a better company owner than he is wrestler. That's fucking good.
But then he got a trivia question wrong about where Hall'n Oates are actually from. He didn't know that they were from Pennsylvania. So
they're like extremely famously from Pennsylvania.
He might be a bit of a fake fan.
I don't really care if he's a fan. I think it's just a fun name.
Good pun, yeah.
It is a fun name. So yeah, if you got your CDL and you are in, I assume he's in the Orlando area. He might be in Tampa. I'm not sure. Either way, if you got your CDL, you got a truck, you're in either Orlando or Tampa, give Jake Hager a call. I'm sure you can find his number somewhere.
Oh, my company has an office in Tampa, so maybe I'll just go down there and
I mean,
see if we get him to the
yeah, see
farm.
if he can like sponsor us or something. We should have to do ad reads for Hall and Oates.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a hard time finding his Hall and Oates, but I am finding a different Hall and Oates that moves pinball and arcade machines.
Oh, that's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have a lawsuit on our hands. I might have to tell these guys, Jake Hager's, that someone's trying to steal his name.
Anything else exciting, Pat?
No, just a lot of overtime at work. I've been getting home and then just like falling asleep. I haven't been focusing on wrestling very much aside from, listening to podcasts, reading Mickey Knuckles books, trolling the Discord, the usual.
Are you guys all going to listen to Taylor Swift on New Heights when we get done with this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I've digested all the content I need about that over TikTok.
I stopped
anything more I
listening
learned.
for you guys.
You stopped listening to New Heights?
No, like the middle of the episode. Like I got the episode.
Oh,
and I
sorry, we
stopped to record
interrupted
this.
you.
A little bit, but it's all right.
Interrupted. Okay.
You can turn it back on. That's fine.
You think that'll
That
be
was the
disruptive
actual
at all?
15.
Or?
Yeah,
That was the
we'll just
15
keep
extra
recording the
minutes.
episode. You turn this shit on, and we'll just talk over it.
All right.
Sorry, real quick. I'm in this group on Facebook. I love Facebook groups, by the way. They're good, actually. I don't like Facebook. I like Facebook groups.
Like
Where
Deathmatch Elite 2.0.
Exactly.
Okay.
Where Syracuse eats. There's just like running bits. It's just posting about food in the area and giving like mini reviews. But occasionally, like one restaurant will just get the really 5-star treatment from hundreds, maybe thousands of people. And right now, Robbie T's for the past like 6 months has really gotten to business. This place is a pizzeria that is cash only and serves calzones as big as your upper arm. So everyone takes pictures of their arm next to the calzone, and there's no
Seems
less.
Oh my God, these
That's
calzones are real
sanitary?
big. You're not lying. You're not lying.
No
They're
shortage of
they're
expensive
expensive though. But this guy got this woman. Sorry, at my defense, has a very hairy arm. Got 3 calzones. Oh, she got some extra items too. Okay, I take it back. It was $50, but it's 3 calzones, extra items, a bacon cheeseburger, and mott sticks for $50. That's not bad.
So Google AI thinks I'm looking for a person named Roddy T. Calzone.
No, I'm like deep in this group already. This is 136,000 members. That's making our 300 in Discord look a little paltry.
Yeah. So it's a great group. I love it. It's how I find new restaurants in the area, but it is just phenomenal about seeing all of these arms next to these massive calzones.
Well, this person's got a tape measure out with it.
And you know what? He deserves it. When I was first dating my wife, like I went there, I did not have cash, and he gave me a free slice of pizza. And then I paid him back.
I'm about to send a picture from the Google image search results into the chat for you guys to enjoy.
I'm not comfortable with this.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Good God, these are massive.
What?
I don't know why. Just this picture of 2 Rizzlers eating calzones.
It's 2 Rizzlers. Did we all watch the Rizzler on Theo Von?
No, I missed that one.
I missed it too.
You got the cliff note? Shit. All right.
I saw some TikTok clips. He's a kid. That's always weird to me. It's like he's a kid. So why are we doing this?
Yeah, what does he have to say about it? Like,
it didn't seem like anything. It's just him and Theo just being weird.
Just ask the Rizzler about Gaza.
Rizzler said.
Well, he'd rebrand as the Gosler. would be the end point of that.
Yeah. All right, Chris,
Good
what
bit.
you been watching?
A good bit about Theo Von in the new Mark Maron special.
Yeah.
Also, featuring Taylor Swift's music.
Mark's doing a whole tour right now. He's crushing it.
Yeah, he's killing it. Mark Maron, great. I just wish he had one of the best podcasts of all time, but
I
He
just
doesn't.
wish that he would help me out because I need a easier way to get stamps.
Fuck. Yeah, that's an inside baseball. You know, that's a
that's
little,
good. That's good
for the
stuff.
old heads. They'll know what you're talking about.
So what I've been watching, stuff that did not make me fall asleep.
Oh shit! Owned.
I'm watching professional wrestling from this country called Mexico.
Ooh, exotic.
Let me see what Trump has to say about that real fast. Trump.
And I believe they call it their lucha libre.
Oh, like Don Gato.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm familiar.
So I finally watched the full March Zona 23 show. That's the one that has Damus versus Fishman. And I ended up rewatching that match too because that match is awesome. But
you saying that just makes me realize I meant to include the main event of the last Zona 23 show in the death panel, and I totally forgot to put it in. And I'm gonna lay down and die. So if you don't hear me for the rest of the episode, it's because I feel deeply ashamed about that.
But yeah, that match is obviously the highlight. I also very much enjoyed Lunatic Fly versus Venganza. Those guys go stupid in that match. And then there's also a 4-way with old guys, Maquaro, Cyber Black, Gallego, Mr. Condor. And it is very fun. It's like 10 minutes of these other old guys just trying to knock Maquaro down, but they can't do it. He's the best in the world. Also really fun trios with like Brole, Dement Extreme and Leviathan versus Leon Rojo, Perico Poro, and Super Poro. Entire show pretty watchable. It's Zona 23. All of their shows are very watchable. So it was good to see everything else around Damus and Fishman. The other lucha I watched, not as good. There was one with Carta Brava Jr. and Moko Koda Jr. versus Scalar and Visionario. It's a tables match, and Visionario is not actually like working in the match. Same XLL show. A big ladder match featuring like a lot of guys I like to see. Like Flamita and Mr. Win and Zumbi. But it's a pretty standard like ladder match. Doesn't really do much. Like it feels like they're repeating the same spots from like 2 minutes earlier in the match. It's very, very bland. Watched a random pigs match.
Are the pigs good anymore?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I saw the pigs bleed. And that's a big part of it.
That felt like the whole thing. No.
Yeah, we're like
okay.
The pigs are not bleeding like stuck pigs. They are stuck not bleeding.
Yeah,
That's what I have to say about that. And it sucks.
Tough sell.
I watched probably the highlight match of the Lucha I saw, and still probably not one that would go on a roundup if someone was to round up the Lucha. From Max Prode. For some reason, Cage Match and Lucha DB have this advertised as Mascara Año 2000 and Solar versus El Machote and Mascara Año 2000 Junior. That is not what the match is, and I don't know where this comes from because the poster is right. It's Mascara Año 2000, Mascara Año 2000 Junior, and El Machote versus Solar, Big Chico Che, and Angel de los Niños. And, that's fucked up that they didn't tell me that Chico Che was in the match. Because that puts it higher on the, watch list when I know that Chico Che is there. And it's really fun. It's like a fun brawl with some old guys. You love to see Chico Che. You love to see Solar. Love watching Big Chico Che fly. And there's nothing like a big fat stripper that does big dives.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. There's other matches I watched that I don't even I would have to look at a list. And it's not worth it for a match that I'm going yeah, this was really boring.
All right. That's that. I have watched a lot of wrestling from 1984 over the past week, or I guess 3 weeks. But I'm not going to rifle off 35 matches. That does not seem fun. So we'll talk about a couple of highlights. Matt Bourne versus Rip Oliver from February 4th. Great. It's just two dudes with the same exact hairstyle, punching each other in the face and bleeding. Next to zero wrestling moves occurred during this match. Just punches galore. Highly recommend. Saw Flair wrestle Chris Adams in not a good, but almost entirely because of Flair match. Jason Walker versus Ted DiBiase from February 11th. It is a complete squash, but Ted is so great in it. I loved it. He does the loaded glove gimmick after he pulled up Jason from a pin when he could have easily finished it. Love that shit. Best thing I watched shocked me. It was Ric Flair versus Jesse Barr from February 18th from Georgia Championship Wrestling. I don't know. This match rocks. There is just Flair trying to do some amateur wrestling shit in this one. Jesse Barr shockingly hanging in there for a lot of this, willing to do some pretty good bumping. But Flair's performance is just so freaking good of showing, okay, I do own you to a degree here, and you will have to understand that. But he also takes this great bump off of a knee lift from Barr. The finish is just kind of very sudden, with a Jesse finally seeming to open up some offense and Flair countering a suplex into a small package. It just is picture perfect. Proving why he is the best. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I watched just a smattering of stuff throughout. There's some shit that I thought was not particularly good, like Jumbo versus Bruiser Brody from February 16th. Disgusting match. Shouldn't last the time it does. They decide to take a plunge into some modern wrestling today, besides MLW. Watch some Ring of Honor. Atlantis Jr. versus Lee Johnson from July 10th. Good match. I like Lee Johnson quite a bit. Dude's got charisma. And I love Atlantis Jr. His dive, great. Perfect. Not pulling back. Not looking like an asshole. Just really fun. Same with Angelica versus Hechicero. That's a really fun one as well from the same show. Just two dudes who can grapple. It's not super grapple heavy, despite that. But Hechicero does some stopping at weird angles to Angelica that I dig and love. And last but not least, from Hog, House of Glory, the main event versus the Texas Outlaws of Wayne Rhodes and Wyatt Road. I did not know where the Rhodes kids were wrestling. They're quite good. They're gonna be something sooner rather than later. Wyatt, who has the bleach blonde long hair, already looks the part, moves around the ring silky smooth. In main event, I think I don't see them a ton, but every time I see them now, Jay Leone is fatter and fatter. And I think that's great. That man is officially as wide as he is tall. So one of their spots is diving through a hula hoop. It is now an extremely impressive spot. When before it was like very gimmicky. It's like, oh, now you are very close to not being able to fit through this thing. So that's cool. And that's what I've watched.
I might be seeing the Rhodes brothers on Sunday.
Oh, hell yeah. They're wrestling Appalachia?
No, I'm going to be in Texas. I'm going to Texas on Friday. And there's a Rhodes Wrestling Association show on Sunday. Just family vacation.
All right.
And then you're going to dip out on that to go see the Rhodes Wrestling Association?
Well, yeah. I don't want to be with them all the whole week.
Yeah, that's understandable. Speaking of bridging 1984 to the modern, who ran out for the save to attack Matt Tremont at the end of the last JCW Lunacy?
Oh, I do know. I'm cheating.
Yeah. Confirmed Juggalo George South.
I love it.
He was out there
That's
to
beautiful.
soften Tremont up a bit before Too Tough Tony could run in.
I can't imagine he ran in.
Oh,
Got him.
Before he casually ambled in.
All right. Is that what we've been watching? Anything else, kind of thing?
I think that's what we've been watching.
All right, let's talk about the site.
Hell yeah.
We got the Death Panel. Pat doing the Lord's work here. And with you, for the first time, joining the panel, Henry.
Yeah, Henry Headcheese sent in a thing about Danny DeManto versus Bear Bronson from the July No Holds Barred show. He wanted me to include Jeff because Danny had Jeff Cannonball in his corner, and after the match, they did they did some nice stuff. They talked up Jeff Cannonball and they gave him the microphone for a bit, played his music. And Henry sent me a link of Jeff's speech to include in the column, and I would have, except by the time the column went up, the video had already been yoinked down from YouTube. So sorry, Henry.
Why would they do that?
I mean, it was someone's clip of an IWTV show. It wasn't like IWTV put it up, so I think they just got like DMCA'd.
All right. I don't know what else is going to go on the site this week. Maybe Coro's going to have something. Probably.
Tim's probably still going to watch the G1. I can't imagine he's going to quit now.
You know what? I forgot that G1 was still
Who would start a podcast about a tournament and then not finish it?
Only losers. Tim's not a loser. When does this thing end? When does the
I think soon. I think they're in the playoffs already.
Yeah, they just finished the blocks.
What the fuck is the G1 has playoffs? I don't know about that. I don't think I've got Wikipedia for a cell phase. That's not what I want.
So I think in the semifinals, Evil and Zack Sabre Jr. have buys, and their opponents are going to be determined by playoff matches.
Tsuji and Finley Takeshita.
Finley versus Takeshita.
That's a lot.
Then, they will. Yeah.
Fuck, that sucks. Okay.
Sam, you have to understand, you have to make sure that people watch 25 G1 Climax branded shows. You can't just do it like the old days where you do like 12 shows and they were all awesome and the wrestlers were all dead by the end of it. You have to really make a lot of time in people's schedules for Yujiro Takahashi tag matches. Actually, I shouldn't have said him because I actually like Yujiro. So who do I not like? Callum Newman tag matches.
Oh, this podcast knows all about Callum Newman.
Yeah.
Sam, I'm gonna just get away from this G1 talk. Just stop talking about wrestling for a second. Do you have the Too Good to Go app?
I just came to Syracuse.
Yeah, we don't have it where I am, but I'm looking. We're gonna have it in Austin. I gotta give this a go. I'll eat scraps all day long.
I think we've been wanting to try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it next week. I got that on Where Syracuse Eats.
Yeah, it's the new hot social media platform.
I started to click away, and someone had a piece of pizza, like a giant pizza and some fries, and they said all for $5. I was like, whoa.
Pretty good.
Oh man, if I was like a poisoner, I would love that app.
I'm glad you're not a poisoner for several reasons.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go see? Are you gonna go see Ravens in the movie, Pat?
I don't think I have it off.
I said it's in Boston.
No, it's in Lexington.
That's all the same to me.
Oh yeah, it's a drive. And
oh really? I don't know why I thought it was right next to you.
It's probably close enough. It's one of those things where it's like compared to like Texas, it is really close. Things are spaced together, but just to if they give me like 2 hours overtime, and then I have to haul ass over there
just to see a Raven documentary.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't have time for like a shower or anything.
All right, are we ready to move on to the big top?
Oh,
I'm very excited too.
So what the fuck's the big top?
Yeah, that's why I was so excited because you were pushing.
AIW's Wrestle Rager is later.
Yeah,
you just kind of throw a bunch of big stuff.
No, I'm really excited. Do you know what the hook is for Wrestle Rager 9?
No.
The return of CPA.
Oh my God.
Fucking.
That's all they got right now.
No,
that's all they got right now. That's the whole poster.
Yeah, I just went to the website. That's it.
That's what they got.
That's what they got. August 23rd, that's what we got. What is John Thorne cooking? is this man just like giving up? He's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna bring a WWE
100%.
superstar to every like third show, and that's gonna be good enough.
he loves the meet and greets. I like they started announcing J-Lit talent, and it's just like we're just like they used to like, start with some names that might get you intrigued, and they're just like, no, it's Eric Taylor, Wes Barkley, and Dom. Like guys, are gonna be in it. It was just like our only guys.
Those are the people that we have on this
Yeah.
roster.
Oh my god, I never wanted you on more than when I was talking about watching the Chuck Stone match. Well, I guess not watching it, but just knowing the Chuck Stone match exists.
Oh, no, I heard when I heard you say it, I was like, this is beyond the pale. Feels illegal.
The babyface champion.
There is no interesting AIW show or match left. This is just not worth it. So let's not talk about that. You got a whole bunch of shit. Do we talk about the JCW versus GCW 2-day war in totality? Is there anything more we want to add to that?
Just that it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a good time for everyone. It's really going to exemplify the spirit of professional wrestling. You know what? I saw a thing, and we should go for an hour on this. Tanahashi versus Danshoku Dinu, who, for whatever reason, I always want to say his name is Dinu instead of Dino, but they're doing that at DDT, and it's the first match in Japan. Like all year, I've just been kind of like, I don't give a shit what's happening in Japan. This is the match that makes me sit up. Like maybe I should find the time to watch this. It's finally a fucking legend of professional wrestling versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
At its ass. Now, Pat, what I need right now from you, only 2024 Pat can give me. I have a question about GCW. Is 440 a thing, but with a new name?
Sort of. It's Vandal 48, and it's
Atticus, they brought in Christian.
Yeah. They're Vandal 48 now, and they're bad guys. It's like they say that they're a gang instead of a stable, and they're just
bad.
Yeah, it's just like Atticus doing weird Atticus shit, and Otis and Christian are his goons. They did a dog. There was the Atticus versus Joey Janela dog collar match at what was the fucking last Atlantic City thing in GCW? It was anniversary weekend or whatever it was. No, it was at the it was on the Cage of Survival show, and they did Atticus versus Joey in a dog collar match, and at one point the other guys in Vandal 48 hit the ring wearing their own dog collars, and while Joey was down, they hooked their dog collars to him. So Joey Janela stands up, and it's the perfect like deathmatch brain thing, where they come up with this thing like, wouldn't it look really cool if like Joey is bleeding and he's beaten up and he gets up and he realizes he's chained to 3 guys who all want to beat his ass, and then they just like don't do anything with it. Like Joey fights them off. But that is what you're getting from Vandal 48 right now.
Okay, all right.
There's no Bobby Beverly to liven things up.
Who's keeping up with AAA these days? WWE's AAA.
I got a guy who he rounds up Lucha.
I don't watch the big companies aren't a part of that.
No.
Have you fucking ever read one of these things?
Is AAA still a big company?
It's literally owned by
bigger than ever. You got me there.
Yeah.
What a fake fan of
oh my god.
Our own website.
I love violentperson.com.
This is why you can't lie about watching our women's matches. You just do a terrible job. I can't wait to watch the women's match on Triplemania. Flamer versus Natalia versus Fabi Apache. Now, is she Natalia or is she going to be Natty? Because Natty's different.
I think she's Natalia.
Oh, damn it. I want to see that natty from that blood sport.
She's gonna be farting all over the place.
Don't say that. So she got
Well,
farting
that's-
gimmick these days?
Yeah, since like 2012.
I don't think. No, that's not how that works. It's not a gimmick.
So this is why I shouldn't interview wrestlers, because my question would just be like, who's the fucking worst farter in the ring?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what
I
that
would
means.
I would ask the wrestlers that who's always farting during matches, and then
Um,
like I'd put the clips on YouTube and the wrong people would see it, and I'd get rich, but at what cost? It'd be me and Drew Cordero fucking crying into our beers about it.
I see they're aligning Lola Vice with Mr. Iguana and Nino.
Yeah, so Mr. Iguana is torn between the Lola Vice and La Hydra.
Oof.
Because he's I think it's Lola Vice, or I think it's La Hydra and Mr. Iguana are the mixed tag champions, and they kind of already did this story with Nino Hamburguesa, where he was torn between Big Mommy and Lady Maravilla. But the people who are watching AAA now aren't going to remember a AAA storyline from 2018. So.
And then there's going to be Los Garza versus Pagano and Psycho Clown, and it's going to depress me how much more over Angel and Berto are than Pagano and Psycho Clown.
Yeah.
Not even going to be close.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like everything I've seen of current AAA is like, it's like that fucking app you guys were just talking about, where it's like, do you want the scraps from my big calzone? And the AAA fans are like, yes, we want WWE scraps. We want fucking, DJZ or whoever they have now.
Messias versus Dr. Wagner, or El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
That one seems like a story. That one seems like an actual like AAA storyline that's been in the works for a while, and should. It's probably it's probably going to be Wagner winning, but who knows? I mean, it's AAA, so they like to keep the heels getting heat forever.
And then Dom Mysterio versus Dragon Lee versus Grande Americano versus Vikingo for the mega title. Who's Grande Americano right now?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Wait, what?
What's this? Chad is injured.
You're gonna
Right?
they swap him like that?
Yeah, they just and like they're not even hiding it. It's part of the bit now.
Well, that's I don't get that. What's the fucking point? What's the bit? We just changed the wrestler?
Yeah, and so now they've got like I forget where Kaiser is. I think he's German or French or whatever. So they've got a European guy pretending to be an American coming down to Mexico and doing weird racist promos, and the fans are cheering it.
WWE is awesome.
It's just the best company. Now this is on YouTube.com for free. Everyone should watch it. Saturday, Sunday. Who can know?
I'm going to try my best to watch it, but oh man, I miss like when AAA was like they had that Twitch money and they were just doing crazy shit, and like they would have a random death match in the middle of the show with like El Tejano getting a light tube to the face. The era is over. We're in for a thing where the main event is 3 WWE guys and a AAA guy that WWE hot-shotted the title back onto in such a way that now the fans hate him.
Yeah, the last one I watched was really it was depressing. So is Abismo Negro and like Fiscal, like is that just they just were just running stuff by themselves? Like, is that not like a AAA thing, or they just did a AAA thing and they don't
No,
really do it
I think
anymore?
I think it is a AAA thing, but it's one of those things where it's like AAA would always do the thing where they would set up the obvious mask match between two people, and then never ever pay it off.
Yeah, they don't even get on this show.
Like Laredo Kid and Antifaz del Norte have been feuding over a mask for what feels like 1 million years now, and AAA, like, the one time a year Antifaz del Norte appears on a AAA show, they'll play that feud up again, and then he'll disappear for another 11 and a half months. But yeah, they're doing a Rumble, so any big name who's not in one of those matches is probably just in the Rumble.
Oh, okay, I didn't know they were doing a Rumble. Cage
Which
match,
is-
let me down there.
Almost anyone on the card who is not signed by WWE.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have a lumberjack match in there too to cram even more people on.
Well, the last thing to talk about here is Dan really unleashed a bevy of top tier wrestling occurring soon. TNA has an upcoming pay-per-view called Emergence.
I love that my list is the big top.
We already talked about MLW's Blood and Thunder. Otherwise, that would be included.
I mean, I think there's something to be said for having a big top that is like four little tops just bolted together. When there's, it's like, yeah, what's the problem in having 20 minutes on each of those versus an hour on Bloodsport Bushido?
It's just a bunch of shit like none of us care about. That's what I think makes
No,
it real.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't care about
Except
Steve Macklin
JCW.
versus Jake something. Are you kidding me?
In a no disqualification,
Dan,
no
Dan,
count out match.
Because
We're
you know,
talking about
usually no
TNA,
disqualification
not
match.
AIW.
Oh, usually no disqualification match, full of count outs.
All right.
Not this
Who's the
time.
hometown man? I'm okay, Cody Deaner. All right. Good. No, I'm on the Wikipedia, so I'm just like trying to process this whole thing. There's a whole knockout tag team division still. That's what I'm learning.
Enough to have a four-way
A four-way
match.
with Heather Reckless.
You know, I said Macklin versus something as a joke, but like gunned in my head,
Best match in the show.
it's
By far.
it's either that or the Slater Alexander match. But I'm not liking Alexander like other people are. What
No,
I've
he
seen of him.
stinks.
Yeah,
He stinks.
I think I
Sorry.
mean Tim when I say other people.
I didn't know that. I don't know what the fuck. What was her name? I guess. Sure, Peyton Royce and
Billy Kay.
Billy
The
Kay.
Iconics.
The Inspiration. That's what we're calling them now. The Inspiration. They still wrestle.
They
I
took some
feel
time
like
off to have
they took
This
kids.
is new.
time off,
They
yeah.
just came back. They just came back.
Like this
is
year, I
as of
think.
June 6th. June 6th, or very recent. So I'm not. I guess that's why they have to do this four-way. Because like we're in a new boom period for the knockout tag team division. We got another former. Is it a former NXT name? Is it a current NXT? That's the issue. I don't know who's been fired and who just works here. Was fired. Don't know how to pronounce their name, so I'm just gonna say a woman. I'm not gonna engage in that wrestling match anymore.
Lei Ying
Anyway.
Lee.
Yep.
Okay, I
Yep.
got you. I was just hoping it wasn't like you're like I don't know how to say her name. Fallon.
Then Brookside, Robbie's daughter, as we call her in these parts.
I know Fallon Henley is still in NXT because
So there is an
watched-
act there. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're an
Watch
NXT
that.
fan.
Yeah, I watched the Great American Bash.
I forgot that you love that show so much that you're probably gonna check out Emergence just to keep up with these girls.
Yeah, I just wish JC Jane was in the match. My favorite wrestler, JC Jane. Double champion. The best women's wrestler in the world, JC Jane.
This match is doing a lot for me. It's got Dana Brooks leading a stable of women. That's great. Why isn't TNA more popular? That's what I'm saying. Why are they not the number 2 promotion in the United States?
They actually are.
They actually are. That's the secret sauce.
People are saying. Now, I wish we watched Slammiversary because I heard a lot of people talk about Indy Hartwell versus Tessa Blanchard as like the worst match of all time. But then I saw it was 15 minutes and I was like, no.
I think they're probably wrong.
I mean, I'm sure they're wrong.
It would be impressive for TNA to continue their run of putting on the worst women's matches of all time because they were the ones who did Shelly Martinez versus Rebel.
And they did that. The girl from Survivor had a match, right?
Yeah, Jenna Maraska versus I think it was Charmel.
Yeah.
Who did she face?
I think that sounds right.
I mean, if it's not right, it's how we're
right
going
enough.
to remember it from now on.
Yeah, that was the match.
Just, legends of women's wrestling and how to book it properly.
Has a 0.19 in cage match.
And you never see the cage match admins getting all pissed off about people giving that match zeros.
The Hardys versus the Nemeths versus the Rascals versus First Class of AJ Francis, Dan's favorite wrestler, and Casey Navarro in a ladder match that lasted 17 minutes.
I thought you were. I'm like, that's
seconds.
not on this card. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm talking about Slammiversary.
Did you see? I saw the clips.
He's still in the hospital after he ruined his penis.
Are we talking about Final Destination Bloodlines? What's going on?
No, you didn't see the clips of him.
No,
all his high spots from that ladder match.
No.
Oh,
he broke his penis.
He broke his penis.
Yeah.
Yikes!
In one of the more spectacular ways possible. But like, it felt like he did it at people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, look at these high spots. I know I don't have a penis, but I'm also a wrestler.
Yeah, he's proven the haters wrong with the way he broke his penis.
We've been owned.
Oh man, y'all see weapons yet? We done that?
Not yet.
All right. Well, let me know. Check in when you're done.
Maybe tomorrow.
I don't got a good movie theater near me, so I gotta drive 25 minutes to Marcus. Marcus.
I couldn't find a way to I was trying to find a free version of that shit you tried to make me watch. The Keith Jardine movie? Is that who it is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone.
Yeah, it's on VOD now. It's on VOD.
Yeah, I'm not paying $8.
Dan, are you a real fan or fucking what, man?
Did you know he wrote and directed it?
Yeah, I read this. I read it.
I didn't read it all the first time. I just kind of said, yeah, I'll watch that movie, but you told me to watch a movie. And then I realized I couldn't find a free link to it because no one's watching that movie. And I didn't want to torrent it. So I was just like, I'm not going to watch it in time. I'm trying to find this where he lands on his junk, but all I'm seeing is his shitty moonsault. Oh, here we go.
It's the same thing.
No, he has multiple high spots. Because fuck the haters.
I'm just going to Google AJ Francis.
I shared it in the founders chat.
Well, I got a lot of results for AJ Francis penis. Now it's time to...
Okay. Well, that's like in your history now. You can't get rid of that.
Now it's time to turn off safe search.
Hey, folks, gotta watch that clip. I'll put it in the description, I think. So, good lord.
That's the most
crap.
Fun. That's the most fun Sam's ever had on this show.
Just fucking ladder.
Well, it looks like he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, it looks calculated. It's like, it's a year ago.
That'd be awesome if that's what he said, too.
Just like, I don't... It seems like
he
it
said
would have been...
down to the heart, he's like, here I go.
Here we go. He's like, how about we spot where I break my penis?
So that's the big top, folks.
Hell yeah.
I guess
The
we
big
can move
top
on
is,
to-
we send our condolences and our prayers to AJ Francis's penis.
I got real scared as I hit the air horn a bunch that you were about to talk about something serious.
Never.
I mean, this is very serious.
Well, yeah,
A
obviously.
man lost his penis.
Yeah, his balls were probably the size of grapefruits next to it, Vince McMahon style.
Don't say Vince McMahon style. I don't like it. Okay. We're ready to get into our questions. Q&A R.
Yeah,
Let's do
sure.
it.
All right, first one up from Nick Yaman. Which living wrestler would you be most confident that you could bop on the head with, say, an empty plastic bottle without them ideally noticing it all, but at the very least, not figuring out what just happened?
Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd,
I
good
actually did.
answer.
I actually did get away with throwing an empty bottle at Jimmy Jacked Cash once, like 23 years ago.
JJC?
Yeah, it was working an indie show that I was at, and I threw an empty water bottle from the crowd because my friends were that like egging me on, and he kind of looked around and then was like, "Huh, okay."
So you've
was-
lived
it
this
was-
exact thing.
It was like when like in like Metal Gear Solid, like you make a noise and someone like looks around for a second. It's like, huh, must be nothing. Except I think he was significantly more pissed. It's just that he couldn't like interrupt the show.
Not only is he jacked, he's also all of that, and he's got the stacks to match.
True.
See, my thought went to Matt Tremont because I assume he can't feel his head anymore.
Oh yeah. I think the problem though is if you throw something at Tremont's head, you risk popping that giant MRSA bubble he has.
Well, this has a little bop. I think I'll do a little bop without popping it.
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like Bobby Fish has just done so much nerve damage to himself that probably bop him. Most of the MLW roster, frankly.
Paul London still passed
Paul
out from that
London.
match, so you can pop him
All
when
in
you
it.
want.
Yeah, but wouldn't be able to do
Hey.
shit.
PWH might notice and come to his aid, though. Or at least stand near him while you bop him.
You don't want to deal with that. All right. Next question. Tim, with Paul Heyman comparing Brock is historical relations to political figures, what modern public figures do you think are similar to Brock?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Probably like Putin because they're both like jacked and hot. If I was gonna say one.
I feel like at heart Brock is a Christy Gnome type. He really all he really wants to do in life is just shoot his dog.
Oh shit. I have no idea. Next question. All right. Pork's talking about asking questions, but not to us. Nick H. If you could remove two people from any angle in wrestling history and replace them with Mickey Knuckles and Madman Pondo, who would it be?
Any angle, so not a match, an angle.
An angle.
Hall and Nash at the formation of the NWO. So it's Hogan, Knuckles, and Pondo. Probably gets even bigger.
Madman
I would
Pondo hosing Mickey with milk.
Hey,
What
keep it to
was
yourself, man.
What was
Come on, family podcast.
Which
What
AEW
family?
show was it where Adam Cole came out as the big surprise ending, and then Daniel Bryan came
Oh.
out like a minute later? I do it like Mickey Knuckles comes out instead of Adam Cole, and then a minute later, Madman Pondo's music hits.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's tough to top.
All right. Next question. Pork, airplane or Naked Gun 1?
Airplane. Easy.
Naked Gun.
This is tough for me. I'm actually having to think about this.
I've seen neither.
Whoa.
Dan, come on.
What the fuck
Let's
have you
not
been
do the
doing?
rigmarole.
I just went, whoa.
Yeah, no, that is genuinely shocking. That's weird. I
Finish
give it
map.
to Airplane. I give it to Airplane tonight, but if you ask me tomorrow night, I might say Naked. It's very, very close for me.
Also,
All
shout
right.
out to Top Secret. Just as good as both of them. Top
That is a
Secret
good
is
movie.
awesome.
This might be
so
like,
fucking
how
funny.
this might be the kind of thing where it's like, I don't even want to argue. I think Airplane might be the better movie, but I just watched Naked Gun so much when I was a kid that like it just makes me happy.
So this is going to turn into an input versus output discussion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how, but it will.
All right, but let's not get into that. Let's get into Eamon's question. If you went to a fans bring the weapons match, what weapon would you bring?
I'd bring Sam and get him involved in the match again.
Oh my god.
Was it last week that we discussed bringing a Violent People mug to the fans?
I think
the
so.
weapons match?
That's good.
I'd probably bring like a glass dildo.
Seems dangerous.
So everyone's favorite wrestler, Beastman, his thing now, instead of the big bone, he has a little bear trap that now he's wrapped in barbed wire. And I saw him bring that out in a match versus Bear Bronson. I was just like, okay, my brain just like checked out completely. Like it was like that Simpsons bit where Homer's brain just like exits his head with a slide whistle noise. I'm just kind of like, okay, if you're bringing a bear trap to every match now.
All right. I bring a keyboard. I just like when the keys go everywhere.
That's the XPW Murder Basement shows. They have some really good stuff where people get the keyboard and then fail to make the keys come off.
Oh,
Like they're
embarrassing.
just doing like the wussiest keyboard shots ever. I say that as someone who does not want to get hit in the head with a keyboard, but it's like if you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
You got to do it.
I don't think I can. I'm not gonna beat up Jake Hager, but you can hit me with the keyboard hard enough to get the keys off. I'll be all right.
The trick is you hit them with the key side so that the keys stick to their back.
I just wish I had a basement. All I got is
Well,
a cellar, and it's the cellar is creepy, but it's just too small for like a nice death match show.
A nice deathmatch show. All
I
right.
believe in you.
Next question from Tim. Same question, but fans bring the dildos.
Oh shit! Well, I guess same answer.
Yeah, same.
I just don't know enough about dildos to make some definitional points here.
I would bring one of those weird anime dildos.
No. Nope. All right.
No. The ones you would bring ones in different skin tones, and then tell people that they are different wrestlers.
A bastard. What if?
I try not to think about it.
I'm listening. I'm not sure though.
I would circle back.
Give it about a week.
Give it about a week.
I think the real question is what then?
Well,
It's
the
funny you
real
say
question
that.
might be, yeah.
It's the real question might be from Damo, who asks, "Why?"
Because it's there.
Food for thought. Food for thought. All right. Next question. Nope, I actually can't tell what it's saying, so sorry. Tim won't be asking whatever that was. Oh, sorry, missed Maryland's question. Also, folks, go support Maryland's GoFundMe. They can use it. Hell yeah. If you had to throw any member of the Violent People community into a King of the Deathmatch tournament with no prior wrestling experience, who would you choose?
Logan.
He's not part of the community. He left.
Oh shit, he left the community. Well, I can't keep track of that.
Well, he left at like the 90th time. I would put Joseph in there.
Aw.
Well, I'd book him to win.
Okay.
Tim. And I'm booking him to lose.
Tim. Yeah, Tim's a good answer. Tim's a good answer. I'll allow it.
I gotta be honest
for
though.
it.
If you told me I had to be in it, I would want to be booked to lose in the first round. I don't want a long night.
No,
It's a very fair.
Like Tim's match. I'm sorry, Tim, but it's gonna be by stoppage. You're in there against Sadika.
The thing is, though, it's an Iron Man match, so every fall is going to be a stoppage.
All right.
Ooh.
Next question. Eamon. This is the last question, so put some thought into it. What's your favorite wrestling tournament?
I know this probably isn't the real answer, but the only thing I can think of, and I'm trying to get to some thought, but is it Tournament of Death 3 banned my ass?
It's like by science is number one. Right?
Like, I'd love to have a different answer for you, but like that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean that's the math checks out.
I can't speak to this. I've never talked to Turney. So
Thank you
I
for not
defer-
talking out of turn about attorney.
I have to defer
mean-
to the experts.
It's either that or King of the Ring 99.
It's not King of the Ring 99.
It's probably King of the Ring 99.
That might be the highest rated tournament in the history of talking tourneys, but it was by our guest host. Oh, not King of the. I'm not listening. I'm not really listening to what you're talking about. That was Survivor Series. That's what I'm thinking of. Just fucking don't listen to me.
No, King of the Ring 99
I'm
was
thinking
the one
of Survivor
where
Series 98. I'm not even listening to you at all.
King of the Ring 99 is the one with Big Show versus Kane, where they do the choke spot in the corner for like 4 straight minutes.
What
How's
about
that
what
how's
about
that the
Brawl
Brock
for All?
Lesnar King of the Ring? Brawl for
I
All?
don't
Great
think
one.
Brock was born yet in 99, but Brawl for All, great tournament.
King of Trios 2011.
How can you have a king of trios?
It's a
There's
great
3 of them.
question.
We'll ask
Listen,
our host
there-
next week, Mike Quackenbush.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You know why I'm out of town? He's going to be about 20 minutes from me. He's coming to do a seminar at a wrestling school around here.
You
Should
gotta
bring him a
go,
mug.
Dan.
I'm going to cancel
he
the
would
trip.
love a mug.
I'm going to cancel the trip and bring him a mug.
Maybe he can show it in one of his videos.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was going to be 20 minutes from where you were taking your trip.
No. I meant he's going to be here. He's going to be in like Huntington, West Virginia, I think.
Oh,
No,
I
not
did
near
think
me.
that-
I'm saying I'm leaving town and he's coming to town.
That's probably not a coincidence.
All right. So that's it, folks. That's all your questions. It's been a long, grueling night of talking about really important subjects like Mickey Knuckles and Madman Pondo no longer being part of the Juggalo family. Me learning about WWE's lucha endeavors and
Paul
more.
Walter Hauser standing
Paul
next
Walter.
to Paul London.